2007 Chevy Silverado 1500 5.3 liter engine. Making a quick video to hopefully help somebody out there that's dealing or struggling with the same issue as me. I replaced a fuel pump on the Silverado. It was leaking from the housing. I was not holding pressure originally when the vehicle came in. So I went ahead and replaced the fuel pump. The reason for this video is after replacing the fuel pump, I generated two check engine light codes, p069e and p0191. Again, p069e and p0191. What I noticed is originally with the new fuel pump, key on engine on, I was at about 53 to 55 psi, which I believe is still on the beginning stages of being low pressure for this particular engine. And then my scan tool data was only putting out 35 to 40 psi at the fuel rail sensor, right? So there's two completely different numbers that just weren't correlating. Trusting my mechanical gauge as directly hooked up to the gauge, I started chasing a possible bad ground or a broken wire. So I started, pulling up wiring schematics, trying to figure out any information and all information I could possibly get from the internet. Again, instantly the vehicle came in with no codes originally, and then after replacing the fuel pump, I got those two codes. There is a inline fuel pressure sensor that lives right about here on the subframe. If you follow the fuel line, this is a returnless system, so there's only one line feeding the line in the front, or the fuel rail, I should say, but it's only a stainless steel line that runs all the way through. If you follow the line, there is a inline rail sensor there that correlates information back to the fuel pump module that I'm about to show you in the back, and then generates information, gives it back to the BCM. After checking my volts, the sensor here that lives on the fuel rail, it's a 5-volt sensor, and I was only getting about 1.1 or maybe even 1 volt at the time, so it was not enough. I'm checking grounds, I'm checking powers, I'm looking for crusty wires, I'm looking for anything visual or anything crazy that I could see that might stand out, and the wires seem okay, sensor seems okay, which led me to this. There is a fuel pump module that lives on top of the spare tire right in this area. And what I found was that I took the connector off and I got a good power, good ground. I got a good 12 volt and a good ground. And ultimately what was happening is that module was not correlating the proper information back to the BCM, and it was not giving a proper signal to that inline fuel rail sensor. Checking power and ground at this connector and confirming that I had a good source of power and good source of ground led me to believe that the module was defective or broken. This is the first time I've ever replaced one of these modules. This is what the old one looked like. I know a lot of people online were saying that they swell from the back or corrode and stuff like that. This wasn't too bad, but ultimately, again, based on the information that I was getting from the electrical part of the computer, giving me a reference number for a PSI at the rail compared to my actual mechanical gauge, were two completely different numbers. So I went ahead and found this doorman that's already pre-programmed. I don't have the equipment to be able to program these modules at the moment, so I found this doorman that was very reasonably inexpensive. I think I paid under $200 for this module, and again, it's already programmed. It's a plug and play, and they corrected all of my issues. The car now, I was able to clear the codes. It's holding pressure. It's actually holding better pressure now. I'm hovering right about 60 psi, both on the mechanical side and on the pit on my scan tool. The numbers now match, and check engine light went off. So I just wanted to show this video to hopefully help somebody out there that's dealing with the issue of either before or after replacing a fuel pump. If you have those two codes, this might be a good place to look. Hopefully I can help somebody.